Welcome to clickmyproject.com. Our project title: Space Shuffle, a scalable, flexible and high-performance data center network. Our project abstract: the increasing need of cloud and big data application requires data center networks to be scalable and bandwidth rich. Current data centers networks architecture often use rigid topologies. To increase network bandwidth, a major limitation is that they can hardly support incremental network growth. Recent work has been investigating new network architecture and a protocol to achieve three important design goals of large data centers, namely high throughput routing and forwarding, scalability, and flexibility for incremental growth. Unfortunately, existing data center networks architecture focus on one or two of the above properties and pay little attention to the others. In this paper, we design a novel flexible data center network architecture, Space Shuffle, which applies greedy routing on multiple ring space to achieve high throughput, scalability, and flexibility. The proposed greedy routing protocols of S2 effectively explores the path diversity of densely connected topologies and enables key-based routing. Extensive experimental studies show that S2 provides high bisectional bandwidth and throughput, near optimal routing path length, extremely small forwarding state fairness among concurrent data flows, and resiliency to network failures. Our project flow for our project Space Shuffle. In this process, it mentioned that first we want to get the space related to the cloud. And the user can allot the space to the different users by using the separate cloud of a public and a private cloud. If the user collects the public cloud, it cannot be shared by other user. The user collects the private cloud, it can be shared by the different users, and after that the cloud space can be allocated to the users. The users get for example, if the users get the 1 GB of file from the cloud, if it shares 500 MB to the other user, and the remaining space to be allotted to the another users. This is the example of the space shuffle, and the process can be carried out. In this process, we have done two kinds of cloud process: upload and the download process. In the upload process, choose the file and select the cloud space to be stored in it. After that, the key can be generated related to the security basis of the cloud storage in the data, and the data can be stored in it. And in the download process, the file can be selected and the selected key can be validated related to the users and the cloud space provided by the different cloud users, and the place can be chosen to download, and the results can be compared, and the graph can be generated. In the graph, they mention that the cloud space and the usage of the users and the trust basis. The cloud can be split into different users to reduce the cost of the usage. In this process, we have reduced the cost and the sharing of the cloud space to the different users by getting a private cloud with more secureable. Then the data can be viewed by and shared by secured with different users in it. The process can be further monitored by the administration to make the certain consents in it. Our project demo for a Space Shuffle, a scalable, flexible and high performing data center network. Right click on the home.java, click on run file. This is our home page. Click anywhere in the home page. If you are a new user, click on new user to make a registration. If you are an existing user, click existing user to make a login. and click on the random number during the registration and the cloud selection, choosing the private cloud, the shareable. Yeah. I am choosing to the shared user. The list shows that the shared user, we can share the cloud to these users only. Hi to, and enter the amount to be shared, and the cloud space can be shared to it. And this shows that the high one has 250 and high 2 has 200, and this 50 can be shared to him. After that, the process can be carried out. After sharing of cloud, we are using the processor to mention it, upload and the download process. First click on upload, choose the file. It can be any kind of text file. Generate secret key. This secret key makes the securation of the data in the cloud storage. If you want to download the file, if any user, you want to mention the secret key again during the file downloadation. If the secret key is wrong, the file cannot be able to download to the further users. This secret key can be mentioned to share the data in a secured manner. Key can be assigned to the file and request the cloud server to make a space. I click on the cloud server and click on the run. And receive the request, and the request can be sent, and it can be encrypted to make increase the secured process. Cloud can be assigned, file can be stored in it. After that, we have to done the download process. The request can be sent and the key can be given to make a verification about the process, and the key can be given to it and waiting for response, and click on the client server to run the process. The request can be received and it send the request to the request provider. Right click on the client request to run the process. Request can be sent and given the access to the client to get the file. The file can be sent, can be decrypted. The original image can be decrypted after the validation. Give the access to download the file. File can be downloaded and it can be saved in a secured process. File can be downloaded.